Welcome back. It's Thanksgiving Day, which is Dallas Cowboys tradition. It hadn't necessarily been tradition to play for the NFC East lead on Thanksgiving Day. So with the Philadelphia Eagles coming in, and it's kind of strange, they're already done with the Giants, and they've seen the Redskins once. This is the first time they see Philly all year.
And they're going to see them again in a week and a half, too. This is one of the two final home games for the Cowboys this season as well. This is an important game for them. They need to get this one. Big advantage playing at home on Thanksgiving Day. You do have a short week, but so do the Eagles, but they have to travel as well.
Yeah, they did kind of even that up, with Detroit and Dallas, which have always been home on that game, and sometimes teams have complained about the schedule. I don't know if they, completely gave into that, or if it's just a one-year thing. But they made the Cowboys had to play on a Sunday night and then travel back to Dallas. Detroit had to play a tough game at New England and then travel back home. So it kind of evened it up a little bit, I think, this year.
Yeah, but the Philly's going to lose some practice time there at some point. Dallas is flying right back Sunday night. Philly's not getting in there Sunday night, not getting to Dallas Sunday night. So it still makes a difference, but this is a big game. This is obviously the biggest game of the season so far for the Cowboys, and in a week and a half they're going to be playing another big game against the Eagles up in Philly. These are two teams that really, you look at it, they match up against each other really well. This should be a headline type of game.
So if Dallas runs the ball well, and does anything to slow down Shady McCoy, I think they got it. I don't trust Sanchez yet. Throughout a complete big game, he can make some nice throws and make some drives, but I still trust Romo more than I trust Sanchez. And I think Dallas will be able to run the ball some. Yeah,
Philly has done a pretty good job against the run. They're only giving up 3.9 yards per carry. The defensive line of Philadelphia is talking a little noise too, saying they're not too impressed with the offensive line of the Cowboys. Doesn't see that they're anything special. So that's going to be a little bit of a game within the game.
We'll see how that turkey or crook tastes.
That's right. Yeah, because I'm sorry if you're not impressed by the Cowboys' offensive line.
Because they've run into some other people who were ranked, like Seattle, it was ranked high against the run, and then they weren't quite as high against the run when Dallas got done with them.
And even Arizona, while that's the only team DeMarco Murray didn't get 100 yards against, he still averaged 4.5 yards per carry.
Yeah, that had the Whedon asterisk too.
It did. So that was still a very good running game when you look at it from a stats standpoint. So there's no reason to think Dallas can't run the ball against anybody in the NFL.
Special teams will be big, and I thought Dallas was pretty good there the other night. Harris had a great game, but Philly has scored a lot on defense, and they've scored with their special teams. They took the kickoff back against Tennessee the other day, and that's not the first time they've made big plays.
Yeah, it's not just Darren Sproles either. It's several other guys. They've blocked punts. Josh Huff.
All their points haven't come from Chip Kelly's offense.
No, it hasn't.
They've had
a couple of games that they've won with special teams, that they've scored enough points on special teams. That was the reason they won, and that was with Nick Foles at quarterback, not Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, so I think that is a big key, and Dallas has been a little up and down there.
They have.
They've had some fumbles, or there's been some games where it seems like they have a penalty on every punt return.
Yeah. This past week, I thought was one of their better special teams performances of the season. The real issue I think they have right now is Chris Jones is such a liability, a punter. He is not flipping fields. He's not getting great airtime, and that could play a big role, especially when you got somebody like Darren Sproles back there returning punts.
I got Cowboys 34-24.
Yeah, I'd go something similar. I'd probably go 31-27 Cowboys.
So it ought to be good. Thanks for joining us. We'll come back next week and see how they did.